Welcome to the Season 1 recap of The Terminal List. Navy SEAL Lieutenant Commander James Reese and his platoon of 14 SEALs plus an informant execute a mission in Syria to capture Dr. Kahani, a chemical weapon expert, but are ambushed. The whole team dies except Reese and his friend Ernest Boozer Vickers. After NCIS interviews Reese, he notices displaced details that make him question the mission. Reese reunites with his wife Lauren and daughter Lucy, who notice his memory loss. Suffering headaches, he goes for a late-night MRI but is attacked by two men using his own gun locked at home. Rushing back in fear for his family, Reese finds Lauren and Lucy murdered. Grieving Lauren and Lucy's deaths, Reese mourns with his Mexican friend Marco del Toro and former Army pilot Elizabeth Lees Riley before retreating home in solitude. Later, Secretary of Defense Lorraine Hartley assures Reese that Kahani was already killed in another mission, leaving him without leads until Edwards reveals Holder pulled Reese's biometrics, confirming his suspicions. Reese then sneaks into Holder's apartment, interrogates him, kills him in his bed, and stages it as suicide. With Capstone VP Saul Agnon as the next name on his terminal list, Reese tells Buranek of his suspicions, but she dismisses him, revealing the clinic found a brain tumor. Meanwhile, Capstone's CEO Steve Horn trains with Talos security and Agnon reports Gordonese failure. Reese informs Edwards, who observes Agnon at a golf tournament with Dr. Mike, CEO of Nubulum Pharmaceuticals. After Agnon's party, Reese sneaks in, interrogates him about Horn, a project called RD4895, and lawyer Marcus Boykin, who hired sicarios to kill his family. In Wyoming backcountry, Reese sets up a sniper shot, kills Marcus Boykin in his car, and copies data from his phone to send to Edwards. Struggling with tumor symptoms, headaches, memory confusion, and vision of Lauren and Lucy, he stays in control. Tensions rise as Capstone CEO Steve Horn clashes with Dr. Mike, unwilling to sell Nubulum Pharmaceuticals. He and Marcos soldier lead an assault on Navajas, killing his crew. Reese captures and disembowels him, leaving him to die before returning home. Reese and Riley use a hangar to plan Horn's capture, targeting Capstone's headquarters in the financial district, even though the FBI is closing in on him and Buranek. Buranek confronts Tedesco about RD4895, learning it was an experimental drug meant to stop trauma, encoding and treat PTSD. When Horn discovers his snooping, he sends Talos agents to kill both Tedesco and Buranek. Tedesco is killed, but Buranek survives and is saved by Reese. 2 weeks earlier, Reese had visited his in-laws about avenging Lauren and Lucy. Now on the run from police and FBI, Riley worries about his mental state, though Edwards reassures her. Wounded in the arm and without his medicine, Reese still stays ahead despite HRT, SWAT, and other tactical units being deployed. In the cat-and-mouse chase, he steals FBI explosives, spares Layun despite having a clean shot, and listens in on the radio, forcing Layun to try mind games that fail against Reese's grief-fueled resolve. Reese apologizes to Riley and now urges him to continue, then meets Edwards at a California beach to plan his next missions. Lorraine Hartley designates Reese a domestic terrorist, pushing the San Diego FBI to desperation. A fearful Buranek gives them a lead, a capitalization table showing who profited from Nubulum's sale. Revealing shell companies tied to Pillar, Howard, and Cox, Reese's next targets. Pillar realizes Hartley is shielding herself with a sham investigation, but when he seeks Howard's help, Edwards kidnaps Howard along with his wife Anne and son TJ. Meanwhile, Layun uncovers that Hartley and the Department of Defense authorized RD4895, bypassing FDA approval, and tells Buranek, who tries to publish the story. After discovering that Hartley ordered the ambush mission and approved RD4895, Reese adds her as the 9th name on the list and heads out with Edwards to confront her. The case shifts to the FBI's LA branch, where Layun and Wilson enlist HRT to capture both Reese and Hartley. Despite Buranek's pleas for mercy, Hartley takes her own life, and Layun, aware of Reese was betrayed and already a dead man walking, lets him slip away. But Reese soon learns of a 10th name, Edwards. Alone, Reese finally recalls a once confused memory of a heartfelt conversation with his family. Looking at the terminal list one last time, he flips it over to Lucy's drawing, mourning his losses before committing it to memory. Letting the drawing drift into the ocean, he sets sail for Mozambique. Thank you for watching the recap. Please hit the like and subscribe to our channel, as that motivates us to bring more recaps for you.